Hey guys, I'm back to do Get Ready With Me. I figured today, I'm not sure exactly the makeup look I'm going for. I'm wanting something more basic, maybe a little bit more grungy, or I guess my take on grungy. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to end up, but I'm going to be using the, let me see, I have it folded out, I don't have it put up because I was looking at it. I'm going to be using the Moonstone palette by Profusion. I'm really wanting to get more used to this palette and more to hang because I really, really love the colors in it, and I want to be able to, I guess, explore and experiment with the colors a little bit more, even though they're all, like, basic colors. I'm just in love with them, and I wish the color picked up better. I'm not exactly, oh, that looks a little bit better. The one on the top on this side, let me get closer, has a nice, like, I know it doesn't show off in camera, it looks more brown. It has a nice red tone to it. I'm really loving that one and the dark grays and stuff. But I wanted to use this one more because, one, it is newer to me. It's my newest palette. But also, I just feel like I can get a lot more out of it since it's more in the wheelhouse I usually use. But we'll see what we end up with. I'm assuming it's going to be more of like a grungy look, smoky eye. But as per usual, I'm using a little bit of the Profusion Cosmetics No Budge Eyeshadow Primer. Just a little tiny amount, as you can see there. It blends out really well on my hands. But I'm not sure exactly. I just randomly found this when I was buying yarn the other day. I just so happened to go down the makeup aisle. I needed more lipstick because the ones I have are drying up for the most part. That are like normal, I guess more basic colors. I have like a blue and a green, but more for everyday looks, I guess. So write that on there, on both eyes. See a little bit under the waterline. I like having a little bit of primer there just so it helps it stick a little bit better. I want to say most people I use eyeliner, but I don't use eyeliner that much, sorry. I don't use eyeliner that much, and like, I guess I don't use kohl pencils that much, so I don't really have any other than just black. I did buy a lavender one the other day. I'm still trying to figure out where I put it. It's somewhere in the room, maybe with yarn. So that's what I bought when I bought this in the yarn, so I'm assuming it's with the yarn. But, yeah, we went to go yarn shopping for cardigan, I want to say, that I was wanting to start. I've been really getting into making cardigans, crocheting them for the fall and winter and everyday wear because I just stay cold. And I realized I forgot to mention I'm using this color called Nonchalant on my brow bone. And I'm going to use it on my inner corner. I like having these colors, like putting a light color right there on those spots because it helps brighten it, but also when I use darker colors, it's not going to be as intense there. And I'm going to try using this color Snatched there as well. Maybe it'll brighten it up a little bit. Give it more of a nice yellow bright tone. Obviously, I'm not a makeup artist. I just do my own, and this is how I prefer to do it. Put a little bit there. And put a little bit there. Okay. Also, I feel like it just widens and wakes my eyes up a little bit more, too. But yeah, I've been really getting into making crochet cardigans. That being said, also while yarn shopping, before the yarn shopping, I seen, I was on TikTok and I seen this girl, New Moon Crochet, and the one I stumbled upon her videos, I started following her and watching a lot of her videos and getting inspired and realizing stuff I was doing wrong, that stuff I want to do could be done in a different way. But, she had the one I stumbled upon was her sweater tutorial, or not tutorial, but TikTok. I fell in love with it so much. The lighting's amazing. The color of the yarn is perfect. She has harness, which I like harness in fashion, like the harness tops and stuff. But I never thought once to have a sweater and then put a harness on top of it, like a loose harness. I don't know if a fitted harness would work. But a harness over it. And I've seen that in the color and everything, and it's so good. And I had to buy yarn to make a sweater now. It's not the same exact sweater because I'm not sure exactly what stitch she used, and I'm not sure exactly the hook size or pattern. I'm just seeing it, and I'm like, okay, I decided to do a moss stitch on mine, and just kind of work front, back panel, arm panels, and sew it together. But I was obsessed. It looks so good. Every time I go to start on my thing, I go back and look at that one. I'm like, okay, this is what I want it to look like. This is what I want to change about it. This is for my personal. Not like it needs any changing. Hers looks amazing. Personally, this is what I would do different for my own comfortability. But it looks so good. And I'm obsessed. I bought this Mainstays, I want to say sparkle yarn. I'm not exact. I can see it from here, but I'm not sure exactly the label of it. But it's purple, and it has like a shimmer thread, like tinsel through it, and it's, I want to say that's seafoam green, but looks mermaid and majestic and like fey-like. So I'm excited about that. I've been working on that aside from, I've been working on another cardigan, 2 other cardigans. I've been focusing a lot on doing stuff just for my personal wardrobe at the moment, because I've noticed I don't have a lot of big wearable pieces, and I love the way they look. I just don't feel myself drawn to them before now to make them because it's a big feat. But I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to be going into my crease with this color right here called Novel. I'm assuming it's for a contour maybe for this palette, but I'm not sure. But let's be real here. Eyeshadow, contour, it's all powder for your face. So wherever you want to do with it, by all means. I've seen some people actually contour with like different color eyeshadows, and that looks pretty. I plan on, while Halloween, looking at Halloween stuff, there's this one elf contour that comes out, I want to say regularly every year since it first came out. It's like a zombie contour, but it's, I think, by Wet n Wild. That's who it's by, Wet n Wild. But it's like a zombie contour, and it's black, and I'm wanting to get it just to play around with it, even if I don't use it for a contour. Okay, so I'm going to put Novel in the crease. Sorry, the way I usually do my makeup is further up, and I have a little bit more arm room. So I'm going to put that color Novel in the crease. Give it a little bit of warm tone. I don't know why, I just really like always doing a warm tone in the crease at first. I feel like it just kind of, I don't know. I just like the effect it has in my eyes. But I want to say the other day I tried this. Not this exact way, but somewhat similar. And I actually like the effect of it. So I'm going in with a blendy brush. Crease. Oh, but yeah, I want to be able to find that color and actually be able to try and play around with it. Even like if I say if it doesn't become a contour for me, I want to use it for like a just a like a maybe a eyeshadow smudge makeup look. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with this color Stream, and obviously I know this is not probably as effective at doing it by itself, but I just like the effect it has. So I'm going to go in this color Stream right here. It's like a light gray color. Set this over here. I just like setting this back over here because it gives me more space to work on. It gets it out of the way. So I just have to keep picking it up. So a little bit of color Stream in the crease color. But I'm not honestly sure if we're going to get that Wet n Wild stuff at our store. A lot of the Halloween stuff here lately, it's been coming in and then it's just gone. And I'm assuming everybody's really getting into Halloween this year. Or they're just trying to get it before like anything happens. I'm not sure exactly. Everyone's going all out. It's been really hard to find actual Halloween decorations. I'm saying Halloween decorations, like I'm only going to put them up during Halloween. No, I mean, I like the way the spooky Halloween aesthetic looks, as you can tell. And it was really hard to find that sign. That was like the, I want to say the one of the last two. And we seen another one that on the box at Walmart. And I would have loved having it too. But, like, I don't even remember them putting it out. If that makes sense. So as soon as, like, stuff hits shelves in my area, it's gone. And I mean, I get that's just how it is. But it's been really hard to find decorations that, one, I like black, white, gray, and like a pastel purple, like a lilac color. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know if they're not putting it out, or it's just not coming to our area that much, or it's just gone, but it's been proven to be a task. Okay, so I'm going to use the same brush, go into the color Equinox here, which is like a dark charcoal, no, my bad. I'm going to go into the color Micro, which is a slightly darker gray. Like I said, I like building my eyeshadow up from where it's at, but yeah, like I said, finding Halloween stuff in my area is really hard, and like, I don't know how much more they're going to put out for the season, because in some stores, they're already putting out Christmas. I don't fully understand this. I know a lot of people were upset that people were putting out Halloween already in like July and August. But here we are in the end of September, barely into October, and I'm already seeing Christmas stuff. Like, not only at like stores like Hobby Lobby or craft places coming, I feel like they would have a jump start on it so people can get jump start on, like, if they're doing Halloween, like Christmas stuff for like businesses. But like Big Lots already has like a whole shelf plus aisles and candles on different aisles, like Christmas stuff everywhere. And I'm like, they're getting upset that everyone else is getting so early and psyched about Halloween, but we're already seeing Christmas stuff. So I mean, obviously we're planning 3 and 4 months in advance, and we're getting into the spirit way well before the holiday, which no one should feel bad about. But I would like at least Halloween stuff to be up until Halloween, you know. Like, I've gotten taken it to a point where, not taken it to a point, I've gotten Halloween decorations other than for right here. I've put up Halloween decoration on that wall. I've decided I don't want to paint shelves as bad as I thought I did because our shelves were blue. I put crepe paper on, or crepe cloth on top of them just to make them look more aesthetically. But I don't understand why I can't find Halloween stuff and I'm finding Christmas stuff and it's not even Halloween yet. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this color Equinox, which is a dark charcoal gray. And put that along the crease a little bit closer to it, smoke it out a little bit, give a little bit of depth in there. And on top of that, I've noticed a lot too while looking for stuff that one of my new, like, I've always liked the color, but one of my new obsessions is the color like lilac, pastel purple, mostly the bluish pastel purple. I don't really care for the pink pastel purple. Like, I like it, but if given the opportunity and the choice, I'm going to want to take the one that's more blue. But it's hard to find. And let me take that same color on a smaller brush real quick. Okay. Same color down here. I like to start the under eyes with a little bit darker color because that one, I like to have it darker and a little bit more smoky under here. But it's hard to find pastel purple. I don't know why. And if it is pastel purple, it has the other pastels with it. It's just not straight pastel. Like, it's paired with pastel green and pastel blue and mostly pastel pink, which I have no problem with, you know. But I just wish I had the option to get pastel purple, if that makes sense. Like, the tablecloth I have for some of my tutorials and like more, I guess, camera down things. I have a pastel purple cloth, like big piece of cloth. I just bought pastel purple cloth to accent. The skull we got was, let me see, right here, was regular, like tan, like a skull at the Dollar Tree. Spray painted it color purple. I have no problem DIYing stuff to make it look pastel purple, but the weird part is, like, if you get pastel purple, it has pastel pink. And I feel like for clothing wise, it's a little bit more difficult for me personally to alter it because I'm not, like, savvy with a sewing machine. Honestly, me and the sewing machine have a love-hate relationship. Like, I can use it, but half the time it tries to eat the fabric. And it's probably a tension thing, or I might need to get my sewing machine serviced. Or I'm just not adept at using it. Okay, and so I'm going to use this color lace right here. And put it on a small brush to put into the crease. I've been liking to put a little bit of, like, red on my makeup right here. I like just the way it makes it look kind of haunty, kind of haunting. I'm not wording today, right? But put this right here. Like I said, it's ridiculous for me to try to alter certain clothes. Like, if it's just something I can cut off, that's fine. Maybe sew a couple buttons on, but if it's like a big patch of fabric, I'm just not equipped to do that. Like, I was looking at a skirt earlier, and I liked the way it looked. It was like a pastel purple plaid skirt, but it had like big chunks of pink fabric, I guess, buckle type deal situation, like cloth in the front. And I wouldn't even know, unless I'm in the store to look at it, I wouldn't even know exactly how to alter that, if it could be altered. So online shopping with it is not an option. But I guess that's one of the reasons I feel like I've been into crocheting cardigans lately, because I can wear black and just put a purple crochet cardigan on top of it. Okay, and like I said, I'm taking that color lace and putting it all around my eyes. But I don't know. It's just difficult sometimes. I mean, I say that like it's a big problem. It's just a problem I'm just gonna... Not a problem. It's just something I'm gonna have to figure it out. Like I said, I'm gonna DIY stuff. Like, I already DIY'd the skull. I have a jar I got for Christmas a couple years back. I'm gonna take a clean brush, my bad, and kind of fluff that out a little bit. Take a little bit of that color stream, put it around that, and drag it down just a bit, and fluff it out. I want a very, like, hollow, smoky eye. I've been getting a lot more into this here lately, because one, it doesn't make it a lot of precision, but also it kind of gives a nice, I guess, vampire-y, I like the word, vampiric, sleepy, like goth, smoky eye, and I'm living more for this, because I feel more myself in this. And I just like the way that the effect looks, and you can't really pick it up. Okay, I'm going to take that same clean brush, or I guess not clean anymore, the fluffy brush, and put a little bit of that Equinox color, a dark gray, back around it and kind of smoke it out. And like the way that I like to layer the red, it kind of looks, I don't know, more sunken. I would say that would be the word. Obviously, I'm not trained in any of this because I do not know the technical terms for it. But yeah, I've just been getting into making pastel cardigans, or more cardigans that fit my style. Because if I'm making them, why not? But also, it just adds to my wardrobe where I don't have to worry about figuring out how to alter it if I'm already making it to myself. And I've been just using basic stitches, honestly. People don't realize how much, if they just learn the basic stitches of crochet, how much they can really do with that. Because my theory on crochet patterns and such is you have to learn maybe 4 to 5 basic stitches, and then after that you kind of know what you're doing, in a sense. So everything's built off those basic building blocks. And I'm just putting a little bit more of that lace color right here. So my theory is all crochet is based on basic building blocks of stitches. So how you manipulate those stitches is how you get your different patterns, your different pattern stitches, and your different effects. So my goal, I'm actually going to try to do on my YouTube here shortly is a tutorial on how to do the basic stitches and talk about how they can be applied to doing patterns. Like, you don't need to know 100 different stitches to make a cardigan. Honestly, you need about 3 to make a very basic, simple cardigan. To do like granny square ones, you just need to know, I would say if you're just doing the granny squares, not doing with a border, 2, maybe 3 stitches at most. And then you're good. Because I've tried to tell people that I work with and friends that get into crocheting, like I try to teach them, but obviously I can't always be where they're at and stuff. I'm like, once you learn these basic stitches, you can do this. Like, you just gotta kind of learn the basics. And a lot of people will get overwhelmed by it. And I understand that I got overwhelmed by it too. But I like to give people the little bit of a go, start. So I'm planning on doing a series of just basic stitches. Just single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, treble, chaining, and let people have that as a stepping stone to getting into crochet. Because a lot of the patterns I do personally, I think there's only one special stitch, which is just a manipulation of a double crochet that I do. Everything else is just certain stitches. And I took a little bit of that nonchalant color and kind of cleaned that up. So what I'm going to do now, sorry, I did my makeup yesterday, so it has a little bit of makeup left on it. I'm going to take this color Witchy, which is like a charcoal black color, more of a cool tone black, and I'm going to apply that to the very, very crease of my eyelid, just to make it look a little bit deeper, a little bit darker, a little bit more smoky. I'm going to apply that to the very edge of my waterline on the very outside, because I like drawing all the attention to the very outside. I just like the shape that it creates. Okay, that looks good. Wrong eye. So I'm trying to make sure I'm seeing what you're seeing, and it doesn't look as warm toned on the camera as it does in life. Like, this looks a little bit more reddish in actual life than it does on there. There it kind of looks like a little bit of brown, but it looks more of a, I want to say, dried red paint color. Like, I don't know, a very dark, deep red purple color. Okay, put it there too. Oh yeah, but what I was saying is I want to be able to give videos to explain the very basic stitches and then apply and talk about how they apply to other patterns and other things I can do. Like, you can literally make anything for the most part with the basic stitches. I want to say, unless it's a very intricate, like, detailed texture situation. But, like, I used to think I could not make a hat unless I had a certain pattern. You can make a hat using any stitch as long as you get the size right and the length right. Will it look different than other ones? Yes. Will it have a different quality? Yes. Also, tension. I feel like tension is something people need to work on in the beginning as well. Because you can do something that's exactly right, but if your tension's a little bit loose, it's going to not look... If it's too loose for what you're looking for, it's not going to look exactly what, you're expecting it to. So I'm going to take another clean brush and kind of soften up that. Okay, and like I was saying, I was going to use this color called Wanderlust right here. See if I can get close enough to the camera so you can see it. It's really shiny. Has more of like pastel-y rainbow colors in it, I would say. Well, I mean, it might look that way just because of the white, but I'm going to put that right there on the corner. Like I said, when I do like shimmery looks, I want to go like full on pixie with it. And just kind of have that overall effect. Okay, and I think I might take a little bit of that color too and put it up here. Not a lot, I might just use like a dab if there's not some on my finger. Yeah, use a dab. Right here, highlight my brow bone, use some of that transit color, kind of blend that out. Yeah. Honestly, it looks nothing but glitter right now. Kind of like it though. It looks a lot different, obviously in person because of the color difference that the camera's picking up. Move that a little bit out here. I've seen someone do glitter freckles on TikTok. I was thinking about doing that, and I might do that, and eventually, because I'm wanting to, like, today I'm not going to do the line on my nose, because I plan on, after getting and filming this, testing out, like, I'm going to say it's liquid blush and darker blush, because I'm wanting to, like, see how I like the whole, I want to say e-girl, but, like, gamer girl, kawaii girl. Basically, that really harsh, like, rosy cheek nose blush. And I really like the effect it looks, but I also like how cute it looks, so I'm going to try that out. So I'm not going to do the line across my nose, just because I know once I put that line on there, I'm not going to have as much one canvas, but two, control over it, because once I blend it together, it's either going to, one, dull it out, or two, smear it together, and it's just not going to give me that result I want for it. But I'm not going to do that today. But I've been really wanting to do more experiment with, like I said, that kawaii, like, girl makeup. Also, I'm thinking about doing the glitter at some point, getting that to do freckles, to try it out at some point, or trying to do freckles. I have beauty marks on my face. I do not have freckles currently. But, I mean, what's the point of makeup rather than add on something that you might like? You don't add makeup, you know, if it, just do what you want to do. So if might try to do freckles at some point too. But I'm really thinking about doing the glitter freckles. They look cute. Or white freckles. Or basic freckles. I think purple freckles would be cool, but I just have to figure out how to do that. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of stuff on TikTok. I've been wanting to do crazy makeup, and then there's points where it's like, probably shouldn't do that because I feel like I would just get irritated or stressed doing it. But we're gonna put eyeliner on. I'm okay with doing that on my eyes. And I just use e.l.f. liquid liner on my eyelid. Let me see. And a simple wing. I notice when I do a drastic wing, I like the way it looks, but it covers up my whole eyelid when I do it. So most days when I do a very drastic wing, if I can help it, it's usually a day I do basic makeup. So it's not just covering up everything I just did. Like, I don't know, I feel like there's going to be one day I'll do like a smoky wing. That'd be cool to do. I just have to get the gel liner, I want to say, or the crayon for it, because all I do is liquid liner. So right now, I cannot do a really good smoky, smudgy wing. Also, my take on doing wings is kind of like, it's not going to be the exact same, but it is nice to get it in the wheelhouse. I tell people when they see me on the street, they're like, oh, I like your eyeliner. I'm like, yeah, they're like, how do you do it so perfect? I'm like, I don't aim for them being twins. I know people are like, oh, if you really notice if it's not the same. Honestly, I've never had someone notice. I notice it's not the same. And that bothers me. But no one's really noticed, like, hey, you know, your eyeliner's really uneven. No one really looks that closely. And it's really weird that they look that closely to figure out if your eyeliner's, like, a half a millimeter off in thickness or something. Okay. And there's my eyeliner. I'm going to let that dry for a minute. I'm probably going to have to do a second coat just because with the shimmer, it's kind of shining through. But I'm going to go ahead and do mascara. I use the Great Lash by Maybelline. I just like the consistency. It stays in that consistency that I like a lot longer than a lot of the other ones. I'm just very particular. I like it to be slightly damp, but I want it to be not brand new wet because I don't really have a lot of eyelashes, and they're very, very, very fine. And this just clings to my eyelashes a lot better than a lot of other mascaras do. And obviously this does not look attractive, me doing it. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do a really non-awkward mascara face. I just love how the fact that the only way to get the mascara to go on right is to be like, with it. If you tighten up all your face, your mascara will go on perfectly. Well, that's what we tell ourselves. Okay, so this is the overall look. I'm really liking it. I like the whole witchy pixie look. I'm loving the glitter, even though I'm going to regret it tomorrow. But I also really like it with this haircut I just got, obviously. But I'm really liking the dark pixie vibes it's giving me, and with this jacket and everything. But if you guys want to see more, I have more content on this YouTube. Also, I have content over on Instagram, TikTok, and I also have a blog if you want to check that out. I want to say the link is in the About Me. But I hope you all have a great day. Bye.